Okay, nobody's mentioned this before, and oddly enough, I didn't notice this until yesterday. Have to make a video about this. I had use, and this is, by the way, the new Fujifilm X-PRO3. I had use of a pre-production X-PRO3 at Photo Plus convention up in New York City in October. And I made note of it, just like every Nikon and every Fujifilm, including the X-T2 and X-T3 and X-H1. There is a flexi cable, which is an extremely thin piece of plastic with feeds running through it that actually feed information and the display, and of course the power for the LCD display. And it was exactly the same on the pre-production X-PRO3 that I was using for a few days as the X-T3 and X-H1 and every other Nikon. They use a flexi cable. It attaches to the main board, and this ribbon cable feeds power. But this is a production X-PRO3, and even I'm shocked at myself that I only noticed this, because when I had the screen flipped down, I've been testing it, and I'll have the full review out on the X-PRO3 sometime like later next week or whatnot. I didn't look that closely, because just like on the X-H1, it was actually coated, the flexi cable, but it's still super thin. But this is not that. Fujifilm has done something unique on the X-PRO3 on this, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I've got a light shining here, or hopefully you can see it. And you should never ever touch this on your camera, but I'm going to, just to prove the point. This is actually not the flexi cable. This is a plastic cover. If I can get over to the side here and zoom in, this is actually a plastic cover over top of the flexi cable that attaches to the main board right here that feeds the LCD display on the X-PRO3. So this is a cover on, I don't know if you could hear that or not. See, I shouldn't be actually touching this, but anyway, that's a cover. Don't touch this yourself, by the way. But anyway, there is an important cover. People were squawking and screeching about the flexi cable being exposed on the X-PRO3. And I said, well, so what? That's absolutely no different than the X-T2, the X-T3, the X-H1, etc., etc., etc. But Fujifilm has actually designed this piece that actually fits into the hinge on the LCD of the X-PRO3 and actually fits up inside the back magnesium panel on the X-PRO3. The titanium plates are top and bottom, but the back plate is magnesium. And so there is a hard plastic, looks like polycarbonate. It could be plastic, but it's probably polycarbonate actually. So that's great. So there actually is a protective cover for the flexi cable here. No one else has made mention of that, and so not only is it not fragile, it's actually tougher than the X-T3 is, because you can actually stick your finger in the side, not that you should ever do that, and touch the flexi cable. So not only is it not the same fragile as the X-T3, X-T2, etc., etc., it is far less so. So that's an important point on the new Fujifilm X-PRO3. You can see it. Here's proof. I feel somewhat upset at myself that I didn't notice this until yesterday, because I was just looking off at it at a distance. I just thought it was the rubber-coated flexi cable, but it's not. It's a hard plastic cover over top of it. 1000% confirmed. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.